Vagina melts. Tasty and juicy. What is up, sapiosexuals? Thank you for turning on Sex in South Beach with your girl, Dr. Sanjaya, America's only Ivy League educated sexologist and medical professor, coming to you straight from Miami Beach, the sexiest city in America. So the sex situation we're getting into today is all about vagina melts that make your favorite vajayjay smell and taste, what? Like your favorite food. Specifically, vagina melts are suppositories that dissolve inside of a woman after she inserts it into her vagina using an applicator shaped somewhat like a tampon. Now, these melts come in all kinds of flavors, but the main purpose of most vaginal melts is to provide extra lubrication for sex, because everybody knows that wetter is better. But traditionally, vaginal suppositories that provide extra lubrication for sex, well, you know what? Normally, a doctor is the one who tells you about them, not your favorite TikTok channel. But nowadays, TikTokers are all about let me make my vagina taste and smell like my man's favorite food. Actually, Femme Alley is one of the biggest companies producing vaginal melts, and their selection comes in all kinds of flavors, including wild cherry, blueberry, coconut, chocolate, strawberry, pineapple, vanilla rose, and of course, hemp, because there are obviously lots and lots and lots of people who like to taste vaginas, and they also love the taste of weed. Femme Alley also makes other variations that are intended to restore the vagina to its optimal state of wellness or cleanse the vagina. For example, their organic broad-spectrum hemp vaginal wellness suppositories, well, they claim to reduce tension and uncomfortable symptoms of PMS and menopause, reduce vaginal pain and discomfort, reduce vaginal dryness and irritation, promote vaginal moisture and lubrication, and reduce irritation, itchiness, and redness from dry, thinning skin. Wow! And for those wanting a fresher, cleaner vagina, their organic soothe and cleanse vaginal wellness melts claim to maintain vaginal hygiene, restore vaginal pH balance, relieve vaginal dryness, relieve vaginal itching, relieve vaginal odors, and relieve vaginal irritations. And the best one yet, it also claims to kill vaginal bacteria fast. Seriously, they put fast at the end of that claim, okay? Wow, that's all I can say. That is a lot of magic in one suppository, don't you say, huh? But here is the magic question. Should you put one of these into your vagina? Well, like most things in life and sex, that depends. First thing to consider is safety, because vagina melts are not regulated by any health agency or, regulatory authority. So evaluating their safety is what? It is completely up to you, boo. That means you need to read the ingredients. And if it contains ingredients that you do not recognize, you should really research those ingredients. And remember, just because an ingredient is natural or organic does not mean it cannot cause harm. In the case of Femme Alley's wide range of vaginal melts, many of them contain oils from different types of nuts, which does sound reasonably, organic and harmless, unless you're someone with a nut allergy, right? So before you slip anything into your sugar box, I highly recommend bringing the product to your doctor, or at least using your phone to show your doctor the product that you're considering to use. And do not be embarrassed, my friends, because guess what? Doctors often prescribe moisturizing vaginal suppositories for women who are struggling with vaginal dryness. They also recommend vaginal moisturizers, which are different than suppositories used for sexual lubrication purposes. Bottom line is, doctors know about vaginal suppositories, and they also have the medical background to help you evaluate the safety of the ingredients. Be bold, darling. I dare you to bring your vagina melt to your next doctor's appointment and what? make your doctor work. Shoot, ain't nothing like a prepared patient, I tell you. Now, with regard to the vagina melts that claim to have cleansing properties, now we all should be asking, like, why would anyone need a vagina melt to clean your sweet spot? I mean, I could totally understand it if you just worked out really hard and then somehow ended up having an unexpected sexual encounter before you could shower and like, boom! Thank goodness you put in that vagina melt before you hit the gym, girl. Or, I could also understand if you're like homeless and you don't live near a fresh body of water to clean up in. But like in real life, a homeless person would not be spending their limited amount of money on a vaginal melt. And the other part is most of us are not homeless, and healthy vaginas, healthy vaginas with a home, well, you know what they do? A very good job of keeping themselves clean, okay? And guess what, my friends? A healthy vagina does not smell gross. But, surprise! It also does not smell or taste like chocolate, wild cherry, peach, and most definitely not blueberry. Which brings us to my next consideration. Now, why would a woman want her vagina to smell or taste like a blueberry? According to Dr. Christine Greaves, a board-certified OB-GYN at the Winnie Palmer Hospital for Women and Babies, your vagina is supposed to smell and taste like a vagina. You should not be pressured by anyone into altering its smell. Products like this perpetuate the idea that a normal vagina smell, in all of its natural human being glory, isn't good enough, clean, or even okay. This contributes to the taboo and stigma surrounding vaginas, periods, and female sexuality, which at best leads to things like the orgasm gap, and at worst keeps people with vaginas from being treated as equals. Boom! Exactly. Preach, sister, preach. Where are all the men who eagerly make their penis smell and taste like our favorite foods? And why are we dressing up our vaginas to make our vaginas seem like they are something they are not? But, on the other hand, I can totally see how these tasty little treats could add a nice new flavor to your lovemaking routine. I mean, I am someone who has recommended that people could spice it up with a little melted chocolate, licking off a little melted chocolate from your lover's skin. Well, I suppose if I could endorse that, I could also come around to endorsing a pineapple suppository. That might also be fun to try out, right? If it were safe for my vagina and my lover's mouth. Because remember those nut oil ingredients we discussed earlier? Well, you might not have a nut allergy, but you know what, boo? You should also make sure that your man doesn't before asking him to taste your wild cherry coochie. Again, discussing it with your doctor is the safest bet here. Now, if you're someone who's interested in the vagina melts for its lubricating effects, this should definitely be discussed with your doctor. Vaginal dryness is caused by so many different health conditions, and doctors totally understand that vaginal dryness is super common among women who are recovering from breast cancer or going through menopause and a range of other health issues. Who knows? Your doctor may review the ingredients with you and advise that you use the peach suppositories instead of the cherry, you know what I'm saying? Or they may recommend a different type of lubricating suppository, perhaps something unscented and unflavored, to reduce the risk of irritation. To better understand all of your lubricant options, you know what you should really do? You should check out our episode that we released a few months back called Lube 101. It will explain everything that you need to know about lube in super easy to understand terms, because you know us, we's over here, we's likes to talk about sex in a way that helps everybody give and receive better love. All right now. It is time for the climax when I give y'all a little something to remember about today's show. Vagina melts, juicy and tasty. 1. Vagina melts are suppositories that make a woman's special space smell and taste like the flavor of her choice. 2. Though your doctor can prescribe vagina melts to increase lubrication, many of the over-the-counter vagina melts being sold today are focused on changing the way a woman smells and tastes. 3. There are no governing bodies regulating the safety of these vagina melts. So my precious darling, it is totally up to you to do your homework and make sure that the ingredients are safe for both you and your lover. 4. Remember, the best way to make sure a product you want to insert into your vagina is safe is to discuss it with your doctor. And 5, I can seriously see how a watermelon-flavored vagina melt could add a little spice to your love-making repertoire. And it is my sincere hope that your man will also melt that suppository all over his little guy. So, baby, you can also enjoy some of the fruits of your labor. Equal opportunity vagina melt taste test, baby. That's what I'm talking about. It is a new day. For more information about what is and is not safe to put inside of your vagina, be sure to check out that Lube 101 show that I referenced earlier. We released it a while back, but it still has so much relevant information about making sex wetter and better. For your daily dose of Nookie knowledge, check me out on all the social media networks. That's Dr. Sanjaya, DrSonJia, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Come on, baby. It is most definitely the time to link up. Y'all, I had so much fun chatting with you about tasty, juicy vagina melts. I am Dr. Sanjaya, America's sex educator. Thanks so much for tuning in to Sex in South Beach, where everyone comes for happier, healthier sex. I love my skin and I love feeling good. That is why I nourish my skin every single day with Sense Aromatherapy Body Oil. The fragrance ignites a sense of pleasure as soon as I put it on, and my skin stays moisturized and glowing all day long. Smell good, feel good with Sense Aromatherapy Body Oil. Get yours at sensebodyoil.com. That's SENSE bodyoil.com.